Are you first?
I'm the closing supervisor.
Closing
You're not
supervisor.
allowed to
And your name?
Not allowed to film in here.
And
so
your
I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
And your name?
I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Please put the phone down. Stop filming. I'm going to have to ask you
Can I
to
get
leave.
your name, sir?
So I'm asking you to leave. Come on.
Roger.
Come on. Sir,
Sir.
I'm asking you to leave.
Sir, I'm an independent journalist, gathering
I'm
content
asking
for
you to leave.
gathering content for a story.
I'm asking you to leave. You're not allowed to film in a federal building. Please
Yes, I am.
walk out.
Yes, I am. What law is that? Can you show it to me?
Please walk out.
Can you show me the law that says that I
Sir,
can't film?
I can call the police and have you escorted
You can
out,
call whoever you'd
or
like.
I'm asking you to please walk out.
I have a right of freedom of press in this country. This
Come
is
on.
a public building. I know you want to. It's a federal public building.
Please walk out.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm not breaking the.
Nicely.
I understand. Well, first, you didn't come up to me too nice.
Have asked you to not film in here.
Yeah. Why would that be?
Continue to do it because it's a federal building. You're not allowed to do that here at the post
Why?
office.
I'm just asking you why.
Please step out.
Why can't I film in here?
Come on, step out. Come on.
So you do realize that there's cameras in this building that is filming me, and I didn't give you permission, right? What's the difference?
I'm asking you to please step out.
Would you like to look at the rules and regulations governing conduct on postal property, sir? Poster 7. You have it posted right outside.
I'm asking you to step out.
Would you like to look at the rules and regulations governing conduct on postal property, sir?
So let me.
Be reasonable. I'm asking you to look at the rules governing the conduct on postal
I'm asking
property.
you to be reasonable, and I was asking.
Would you like to go look at the rules?
They were asking you to be reasonable.
But
also,
can you look at the
and
rules?
You're not being reasonable with us.
I wasn't filming anybody until they started talking to me.
So I need you, and I'm asking you.
I'm asking
to
you,
step out.
would you like to look at the rules and regulations?
I'm asking you to step out.
You have it posted right out here. Would
Let's
you like to
walk
look
out
at it?
here. Walk
Would you
out.
like to look at it? Would you like to look at it, sir? It's the rules and regulations governing conduct on postal property.
I'm asking you to step
You're
out.
talking that it's a federal law that I can't film in a post office. But
I'm
when
asking you to
I'm
step
trying to show you. I'm trying to show you a federal law. That's what I'm trying to do.
So
You're making up a federal law. I'm trying to show you what the actual law is, sir. Be reasonable. It's
asking
posted
you
right out here.
to
Would you
step
like to go
outside.
look at it?
yes, come on, walk with me.
Okay, let's go look at it. Come on. It's right over here. It's poster 7, rules and regulations governing conduct on postal property. If your postmaster is here, he would explain it to you. Your postmaster wouldn't be acting this way. So, right here, photographs for news, advertising, or commercial purposes. Photographs for news purposes may be taken in the entrances, lobbies, and foyers and corridors of the post office, sir. This is a federal law.
Now you're telling me that you are an independent journalist. Can
That is correct.
Can I see your identification to prove that?
Well, everybody has. It wouldn't matter. I could make something up at UPS. I can make a business card at UPS. I am an independent journalist.
Okay.
We all have. You can be an independent journalist.
Thank you.
Again, would that be considered a lobby? I hope you learned something here today, sir.
I hope you did too.
I learned that I have permission and the right to film in here based on the federal law.
Look, I've asked you to step out.
I understand that even after I showed you the federal law.
I asked you to step out. If you have no business in here, if you're not mailing anything, then you don't need to be in here.
Who says I don't have business? I was looking at, what was I doing? I was looking at the cards when
You
you
were
came in
filming
here.
everything.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was doing. And I just showed you a federal law that says I'm permitted to do so.
Okay,
And yet you still want to go against federal law.
I'm just asking you. I've asked you to step out.
The confrontation begins. A journalist enters a post office while recording areas. A closing supervisor approaches and says filming is prohibited, ordering him to leave. The journalist disagrees, identifies himself as an independent journalist, and asks a question: what law prohibits recording? Instead of receiving a clear answer, the supervisor demands that he exit. The exchange remains tense but controlled, with both sides insisting they are acting reasonably. The central issue is clear. Where does the public's right to record end, and who has
Why would you want to go against federal law?
okay.
You're a federal employee, correct? You're supposed to follow federal law.
Sir,
Sir, don't
I've
do
asked
that.
you to step out.
I understand. I understand what you're asking me, sir. But what I'm trying to tell you is, I just showed you a law that says I'm permitted to.
Excuse me. Come on, Jose. Thank you.
Excuse me. What don't you understand about that? Why aren't you being reasonable?
I am being reasonable.
I just showed you the law. Can you show me the law that you said when you first came out it's against federal law, and your clerk said it's against federal law to film in a post office? Can you show me where it says that? Because I showed you the opposite.
Sir, I'm asking you to stop filming me.
Sir, I just told you that I can film in here. I just
can
showed
film in
you.
here, but I'm asking you not to film me.
So go where you were, wherever you were, go where you were, and I won't.
I'm telling you, you're not allowed in the building.
I am allowed in the building.
So
what do you
if
mean?
you don't have any
I'm allowed.
business
I have
in here right now.
First of all, I have business.
What do you need?
I have business. Number one.
What can I help you with?
Number two, I'm permitted to
What
film.
can I help you with?
I'm permitted to film in the post office. Did you not read it?
What can I help you with?
I wasn't making it up.
What can I help you with?
Sir, I would like to be left alone. I just would like to. I don't want to argue with you. I don't want to go back and forth.
I don't want to argue with you either.
None of this would be a big deal if you just stood in your office or wherever you were at. Your employees never made contact with me. No one would have had a problem. I would have filmed it. I would have filmed the post office, and we wouldn't have an issue. Is there a postmaster you can call so we can sort this out? Or
He's not here right now.
give him a call, because he will explain to you the rules and regulations like I just showed you. I'm not breaking any rules. I'm not yelling. I'm not screaming. I'm not interfering.
yelling at you either.
You're interfering with business right now. That's what you're doing. I'm not. I'm not. Hi, sir. I'm just trying to get some stamps here, and I'm also an independent journalist. I just spoke to your chief over at the police station.
Okay.
And he says he has no problem with me exercising my First Amendment right here. I tried to show this gentleman the rules and regulations governing conduct on this property.
Can we come over here and talk real quick?
Yeah. Sure.
I'm Officer Manley, by the way.
And your badge number, sir?
59.
59. Thank you, sir. So what he's reading right there is the rules and regulations governing conduct on postal property. And I'm permitted to film in the lobbies, foyers. It says it right there. I'm an independent journalist. I'm gathering content for a story. Just like I was filming at the municipal building probably 10 minutes ago, and your police chief came out and said he has no problem with me filming. But now apparently there's an issue. He says there's a federal law against filming, but I showed him the actual federal law, and he's not understanding that I'm allowed to film.
Did you read something on the wall over there? Or is he reading something different than what you're reading?
No. He came out, sir. He came out. First of all, I'm not filming anybody. I'm not like following anybody.
What is it for?
So it's for a story I'm working on the post office here. Just like I was working on a story at the municipal building.
Do you work for yourself?
I'm an independent journalist.
Okay.
Correct. I am incorporated. I have a company, but I work for myself. And
What's the story about?
just the town in general, the post offices, the government buildings.
Do you have an issue with them?
Do I have an issue with who?
Is that why you're filming? Is there an issue with the place? Or
No, there's no issue with this. Not yet. I mean, I don't want an issue with this town. I'm not from here. I'm just gathering content for my story on all the public buildings here, whether it be a post office, the municipal building where I was just at, anything of that nature. And I'm just filming, what I can see from public. One of his clerks came up to me and said, "You need to stop filming me." But I was only filming him after he's speaking to me. Like, if you were to speak to me and I turn the camera, because I'm filming where I'm seeing, and then he says, "You need to stop filming me. It's against federal law." I said, "You're incorrect, sir. I'm not trying to disturb any business or anything. I'm just filming in public."
My thing is there's nothing illegal about you filming. I'm just like, we can be anywhere and you film.
To be honest, and I pointed that out, that there's cameras in this building. There's no difference, just because why don't I have to sign a waiver every time I walk into this building? Because
He points toward Poster 7, the rules governing conduct on postal property, and asks the supervisor to read it with him. It states that photographs for news purposes may be taken in entrances, lobbies, foyers, and corridors. The journalist believes this supports his position. The journalist argues that the area he is filming falls within those permitted spaces. The supervisor continues asking him to leave, creating a conflict between the employee's interpretation and the rule dispute.
You don't have business to conduct. That's probably their issue.
But the business is. Can you come over here for a second?
Sure.
The business is filming, working on my story. And if you read right here, this is actually federal law. It's not just some poster. I know it looks like that, but it's actually attached. It's actually federal law. So this is the rules and regulations governing conduct on postal property. And if you see here, photographs for news purposes may be taken in entrances, lobbies, and foyers,
Where you see
corridors.
that at?
Right here, sir. Photographs for news purposes may be taken in entrances, lobbies, and foyers. That would be a lobby, and I'm allowed to take pictures in there. I just want to get a few more pictures. I'm not trying to be there all day. I got other things to do, but I don't like when people come up to me telling me you have to leave, you don't have the right to do it. It's against federal law, because it shows a lack of education on their part, because they should know their own rules and regulations.
Right. And to tell you the truth, this is the first time I've ever had to deal with someone.
And I understand, and that's why I'm not trying to escalate the situation.
Oh no, I mean you're being calm and collected.
Yeah, I'm not trying to, and I was trying to do that with them, but they were trying to escalate the situation, and I'm like, hey, just let's take a break, let's look at the rules, because I'm in compliance with the rules.
So photographs for news purposes may be taken in entrances, lobbies, foyers, corridors, or auditoriums when used for public meetings, except where prohibited by official signs or
security personnel. That would be like a postal inspector, the postmaster, things of that nature. But again, I'm not disrupting any business. I'm not doing anything. It's for news purposes. There is no federal law prohibiting me to, and that's the problem, is that that's what they think. They think that there's a federal law that prohibits me. I don't know where they get that in their head, but like I said, I just wanted to grab some pictures, and I'm not going to be here all day. Don't want to sit in a post office all day long. I just don't want my rights violated.
So what are you wanting pictures of?
The lobby.
Have you already
the
been in
signs.
there?
Yeah, but when I was filming, I told him, listen, he's like, you need to leave. And I said, can we look at this? And I showed him this, and then he kind of backed down a little bit, but he said...
here's the thing, you got what you came for, right?
No, I didn't, because I wasn't finished. I was interrupted.
Okay.
Rudely interrupted while I'm just trying to peacefully conduct my business.
Well, he's probably gonna, since he works here and, he's tried to escort you out of the lobby. Maybe leave for the day and contact his boss. There's multiple.
I know, but why can't you just explain to him that I have a right to film in public, and then I can go about my business? Why do I have to make concessions when it comes to my First Amendment right? I have freedom of press in this country, just like everybody else.
But can I explain to him, is there something specific you want to video?
It's just the lobby. I'm not trying to film across the lobby.
But what for your story do you need?
Just everything. I was already in here, no issues, recorded in here, and now I just need to film in the lobby, and that's it. And just to prove to him that now I'm upset that he's trying to violate my rights. He's calling law enforcement on me, so that way
I'm thinking he's just calling law enforcement because he didn't want it to get probably heated, or he didn't know your intentions.
I was talking to him just like I'm talking to you, and I said, sir, I'm an independent journalist. I showed him this. I don't know what else type of intentions. I'm not just saying, hey, leave me alone, or I'm cursing at him, I'm screaming, I'm acting irrational. I'm trying to explain to him, and I just want to conduct my business. So I really don't even want to be here all day. I'd rather just go conduct my business that I have to conduct, and I'll be gone, because I have no other purpose here. But I'm not going to allow a federal.
So your purpose is to just show
news
people
gather
that the lobby.
Correct. News gathering, and it's also to educate the
people
purposes
on the lobby.
It's to educate people on our First Amendment rights.
Oh,
but
okay.
Again,
See that? Okay, gotcha.
It's to educate people that not only the people that watch my videos, and not only the people that consume my content, but also to the federal employees, to say, hey, listen, you shouldn't treat people that way. You're a public servant, just like I had a good conversation with your chief not 20 minutes ago. And he told me, hey, I'm a public servant, they're public servants, you're a public servant, you shouldn't be treating people that way, you should just respect their rights. And I had no issues. Your chief and I had a great conversation, so I had no issues whatsoever. So I would like to go back about my business.
Yeah,
if that's okay, sir.
Give me just a second. Let me talk to him, see if I can calm him down.
Okay.
And then I'll be right back. Okay.
All right. All right. I'll do that.
Okay.
I'll do that.
Okay. I'll be right back. Just chill out for a second.
Yep.
And then,
hi, officer.
If you would, just come talk to me real quick.
Can I just get your name and badge number before you go?
Officer Rochelle, 23.
23. Thank you.
What's your first name again? Sorry.
I don't want to give any private information while I'm here. I don't want to give any private information. I'm just an independent journalist.
So you asked for ours, but you can't give yours?
Why does it have to be a tit for tat? Again, you're the public servant. Your chief didn't say that to me. Come on. Your chief did a lot better than you.
I just want to be respectful.
I know, but your chief did a lot better than you. Your chief didn't even ask me my name. He knows. He knows better.
It's just a form of respect.
It's not. But you're no. It's not about. It's exactly. That's it. You didn't have to make it a big deal.
It's just a respect thing.
It's a respect thing to exercise my Fourth Amendment right. Interesting.
There's not.
So here's the thing. Is he's doing the whole First Amendment. Well, they have rules. Yeah, there is this thing in there with rules on it, and it says that and it does say for media purposes that that people for media purposes can record in lobbies. Basically, lobbies, corridors, and hallways of places like this, and it says it word for word. I'm gonna give.
How can we confirm that he's a independent journalist?
I guess
We can't, right?
Yeah.
Someone's videoing us.
Yep, he's alive.
Yeah, I know.
We don't know. Just hang tight.
Just give us a couple minutes trying to figure it all out. You have nothing to be worried about, though.
Yep.
You got a supervisor here?
Yeah,
One of these?
thought that's what he was doing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, can you just get a supervisor or something? I know somebody was supposed to come get one, but
Hey,
they're not out here yet. Were you able to find him?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Post office. That I guess he just came from talking to chief.
No, he was in our office recording at in the lot.
You talked to him back there.
Yep. Hello.
How you doing?
So, was there an altercation between you guys, or what was the deal?
No, my clerks come back and they were like, hey, he's out here filming. He was filming transactions and stuff. So, and I'm like, well, you can't do that.
Right.
Yeah, he can film inside, but he can't film any kind of transactions or anything. So when
The supervisor questions whether the visitor is an independent journalist and asks for identification. The journalist responds that his status does not change the underlying issue. He argues that the posted regulation permits news photography in the lobby. The supervisor counters that the visitor has no business inside unless conducting a transaction. The journalist says gathering material for a story is his business. Their disagreement involves two questions: whether recording is permitted and whether the journalist can remain.
from brought up here.
Okay. So he was already at our PD. He's wandering around trying to start a fight. Okay. Just my take on it. He was already at our police department.
He said something. He said, "I've already talked to your chief," and I was like,
No, he wasn't. He didn't talk to the chief. He tried to bait the chief. The chief didn't fall for it. And he said, record wherever you want. And he said, you can walk around the whole building. That kind of thing. So we've been kind of given a heads up on him. So as long as we'll explain that to him. The less annoyed you act, the less reaction he'll get.
And then I asked him. I said, "I'm asking you because there was a customer up there that asked him she didn't want to be on film."
Right.
So that doesn't give him the right to film her.
Yes, he does. Not during her transaction. Not during her transaction. However, when she is in a public place, he has the right to film.
Okay.
Okay. That's anywhere.
Yeah.
If somebody, granted, if it turns to like voyeurism, you know what I mean? Like a public restroom, filming in a public restroom is indecent.
Yeah.
However, if they're not recording the act of doing something, then we can't push it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a very gray area. So.
Yeah. And then I kept asking him. I'm like, I'm asking you to leave.
Right. So at this point, what we will do is we will inform him of that part.
Hey, just real quick, I got on the phone with Lieutenant, and Chief was talking to him. So he's already been to our department.
That's what she was telling me.
So here's the thing. As long as he's walking around filming, there's nothing we can do. But when it comes to where he's starting to interfere with business.
That's what he was doing. That's what he was explaining. Is that he was coming up to the counter and recording transactions recording type transactions. So as I was just explaining to him, look, as long as we'll just go out there, we'll explain that to him.
Because the chief and them are like, we can't make them do anything.
We can't. So, and what he was saying was the lady did not want to be recorded.
He's looking for our reaction, so.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So, but I had explained to him, well, he said the lady didn't want to be recorded, and I said, well, she can be recorded,
Anybody
not
can
during her
record it.
transaction. So he doesn't, it's a personal, you know, not dealing with transactions. So as long as he stays out of the camera field of the front.
And I'll explain that to him, but.
Yeah, that's what I was explaining to him. So yeah, we're gonna see him all day.
Sure.
Access property interview for student interview.
Okay.
For student interview.
I think she slid out.
Yeah, access property interview for you.
Hey,
Sorry, sir.
so basically this was going on. He just came from the police department. You know, he started recording. He walked around that whole place recording. Apparently took his time. And from what he's telling me, he just wants to come in, record, which he has a lawful right to be here and record. Just apparently not your transaction. And as long as he doesn't interfere with your business, even though he's being the way that he's just wanting to get a reaction out of you all.
Yes, sir. And it was fine when he was doing, and it was when we were had customers and were doing transactions that I said, you can't.
Right.
Because the customer that my coworker was working, she goes, I don't know him.
You don't have that choice.
It doesn't feel right, but you know, we can't control that. So if he records, and everyone's like, well, I don't want to, you know, people always have this thing, they're like, I didn't sign anything. Like, it doesn't matter.
You're in a public place.
You're in a public place.
Just as I was explaining to him, if you're in a public restroom, somebody is recording, I can't stop that. It's a public place. What I can stop is the voyeurism side of that, you know, where there's, you know, actually like getting into the cracks of, you know what I mean, putting it under, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Will we still remove him because it's inappropriate? Will we do our best to that? But with this, we're not going to.
So hopefully, you know, he'll come in here, record what he needs to record, and I'll just explain to him that you can't record the transactions. Cannot record the transactions, but I'm sure he's going to walk around close to the walls. Like, he'll stand at a distance and record you all from a distance, but he just can't be up close and recording transactions. So
he could very easily make the screen.
And the conversation changes direction. The journalist calmly explains that he is gathering material about public buildings and says he previously spoke with the police chief. He shows the officers the posted regulation and explains that he is recording public areas, not disrupting operations. The officers listen, ask questions about his reasons, and examine the distinction between lawful recording and interference. Rather than immediately ordering him out, they try to understand the rules, the employee's concerns, and what the journalist was doing inside.
After he records, he can take a snapshot.
here's the thing: if you
there's nothing we can do.
and here's the thing: if you have questions about that, I would immediately call and talk to a supervisor.
So if we'll get the postal inspector.
Oh, absolutely, I would. Absolutely, I would. But
If
I'm just
ask
letting
him
you.
to leave, does he?
You can't.
No, I mean, this is a
It's public.
public,
place.
and he can be here and record. But hopefully, our thing is to let him come in here and record, as long as he's not recording transactions, and let him be on his way. Because my thing is he is wanting your reaction, and he's wanting to post this. So,
151.
just I know it's.
Your rights are your rights. Period.
Yeah, but
Regardless
people
of
have
how.
Oh, you're on El Rio Grande on.
But listen, we are going to tell him that as long as he's not up close recording the transactions, then he's allowed to be in this lobby and in the hallway recording the walls. I'm sure he's gonna want. I mean, he'll push buttons. But if you have an issue, call the postal inspector, call a supervisor. This is what I'm relaying to you. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
243.
So they're the ones that called us. So we had to explain to them what's going on, and we'll let this person pass. He's trying to do business.
How you doing today?
So we told them, and you know, you're allowed to be in here. You're allowed to record, just like you were at the city building. But you can go in there and take your time. You can
Speak with postal employees to understand the complaint. The employees explained that the journalist had been recording near customers and transactions. Their concern is not the presence of a camera, but the possibility of capturing information during transactions. The officers recognize an important distinction. Recording in a public lobby may be allowed, while interfering with business or capturing transaction details can raise concerns. The discussion becomes less about stopping photography and more about setting boundaries that protect postal operations while respecting the journalist
or whatever. But the one thing that we're asking you is you cannot record the transaction.
Oh, I'm well aware of that.
Okay, so
I'm well aware of that.
and we had,
I'm just glad that you made him aware that I'm allowed to record, because that's part of what I do. So that way,
so you can understand.
He understands.
We don't deal a lot with the federal side of things, so we don't have a lot of people just. Yeah, sure, you're fine.
Well, yeah, sure. No, I don't want to get anybody's way. But yeah, that's probably why they have the rules and regulations posted in every post office.
So my thing is
so everybody can see it and become familiar with it.
As long as you're respectful and you're not recording transactions.
Yeah.
Don't go near the counter and start recording.
Their fear is you're zooming.
Because there is a.
If I wanted to get transactions, let's be reasonable. If I wanted to get,
we're just expressing.
No. I'm just expressing to you. My counter argument would be if I wanted to get transactions. They have glasses that are cameras. I could have come in here with a pen that's a camera.
That's the reason why we're called, though.
Yeah. No, I understand.
We have to answer to. I mean, they are concerned. It's not every day they have someone coming in here.
But I explained to them what I was doing. I didn't just like be.
You look like an average Joe. You don't have journalism badge. You don't have. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, but it's a citizen journalist.
I get it. But you understand, right?
It's a concern. It's a valid concern.
Did you relieve them of their concerns?
You need to come right here.
Excuse me, ma'am. I'm sorry about that.
Sorry.
See, all this is making big deal out of nothing. So, did you alleviate him of his concerns?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah. We're on the same page.
Great.
And just like I said, don't interfere with business.
All right. Okay. I don't need to
because we're
hear
already kind of.
I don't need to hear it anymore. I know. Maybe if you guys leave and I go about my business.
Officers review and acknowledge that the journalist has a basis to remain and record in permitted areas. They emphasize that he should not interfere with transactions or move into situations where sensitive customer information could be captured. The postal staff's concerns are acknowledged, but the officers explain that discomfort alone does not make recording unlawful. This becomes the key moment. The original claim that filming inside the post office was forbidden gives way to a narrower understanding focused on location, conduct, and interference with
to stay in front of my unit.
And for auditor safety, I would like for you to tell me why you stopped me.
So
Who are you?
I will in just a second. Hey man, stand in front of my unit.
I could stand where I want, dude.
Not on my traffic stop.
Not on my traffic stop. What do you want? What did you pull me over
Do me a favor, you can put the cell phone down.
No, I can hold my cell phone.
When it interferes with a...
It's not interfering. Recording.
It is.
Turner versus driver says it is not interfering. Louisiana, Texas, and Mississippi, as Turner versus driver, have every right to film y'all. What did you pull me over for?
So the reason why I stopped, I noticed you were veering back and forth.
Oh, don't give me that shit. It's all on dash cam.
So do you want
don't
me to
give
finish?
Me that shit. It's all
do you
on
want
dash
me
cam.
to tell you, or are you going to let me explain, or are you going to keep bumping your gun?
I'm going to keep bumping my guns because I have every right.
Got
to
your
talk.
ID on you?
What do I need to get my ID for? What law did I break? What law did I break?
Improper lane use.
Improper lanes. I was in my lane. I got dash cam to prove it. I never broke line either side.
You don't have to break line.
What do you mean I have to break line? I didn't.
That says veering back and forth. It's improper
veering
lane
back.
use.
I was not veering back and forth.
This ain't the courtroom. May I see your driver's license, please?
This is not the courtroom?
Nope.
This
May
is
I
not
see
the
your
courtroom.
driver's license, please?
So you're pulling me over saying that what? I'm
May
drunk?
I see your driver's license?
You're saying
please,
that I'm drunk?
I'm not. Are you having a medical episode? Are you distracted? Are you tired? Have you been driving for a long time?
I don't answer questions. How about that?
Take a look at your driver's license, please.
Okay. Who are you, Denham Springs? Who are you, Denham Springs? What's your name and badge number?
I told you my name is Officer DeBoard, Denham Springs Police Department.
Okay, and you're going to be one of the slow ones that just messed up. Now, what else do you want?
415-527.
This is harassment. Y'all are harassing me because of who I am.
I don't know who you are.
Well, I'm telling you, I am your worst nightmare at this point. What?
I'm going to tell you something.
I don't care what you got to say.
If you say that again, I'm going to take that as a threat.
It's called freedom of speech.
I will take that.
Learn the law.
I will take that as a threat and act accordingly.
How is it threat?
I'm telling you.
Look at this. Oh man, you're gonna let this fool fucking do this stupid shit, Sanjay? Really? You know I don't do nothing wrong. I don't break laws.
You know, I was just going to let you off with a warning, but now I'm going to write you a ticket.
For what?
Improper lane usage.
I didn't change lanes.
Veering back and forth.
I did not break line.
You're going to get
Write me a ticket. Write me the ticket. Go ahead. Go write me the ticket. Go on.
Stand right there. Actually got any weapons on you? Turn around, face
I don't
my
answer questions. And this is going to be an illegal search.
Turn around, face my unit.
Really?
Place your hands on top of your head and interlace your fingers.
I am recording you. Oh, okay. You see this, people? You see this, people? You see this, people?
Now, spread your feet. Now it's an officer safety thing. You need to learn the law. So right now, I'm going to be quiet. Shut your mouth.
Oh, you're messing up.
Oh, I'm going to show you. So I can conduct a lawful pat frisk for weapons for officer safety.
It's called Terry versus
And
Ohio.
I gave you 3 lawful commands and you sat there. You got 1 time. Yep, and you just messed up. A knife, interesting weapon.
I don't have to answer your questions.
I'm not asking you no questions.
You asked me about it.
Begins to settle. The officers return to the journalist and explain the boundary. He may record in the lobby and other permitted areas, but must avoid recording transactions or interfering with customers and employees. The journalist says he already understands that limitation. However, the dispute began with a demand to leave based on an alleged federal prohibition against filming. Then, the official response becomes more precise. The encounter demonstrates why identifying governing rules matters, especially when employees, visitors, and law enforcement